Hello, I'm Jacqueline McInnes Wood, and welcome back to my official channel.
Hi, if you've forgotten, I'm Jacqueline from the YouTube channel B&B News and Spoilers. Welcome back to my channel. Today is a beautiful day, and I am so incredibly excited to reveal the latest spoilers because things are getting absolutely wild. We are going to dive deep into the massive Logan versus Forrester fashion war and how Katie and Bill are dropping the ultimate bomb. Let's get right into it. Oh my God, I'm screaming. I literally cannot even deal right now with what is happening on The Bold and the Beautiful. Okay, but listen, the Thursday, June 25 episode, iconic, absolutely unhinged. I was eating dinner and literally choked on my drink when I realized how perfectly Logan has caught Forrester on the back foot. The Forresters are scrambling, they are panicking, they are entirely on the defensive, and I am here for every single second of it. Bill and Katie are taking full advantage of having the drop on their rivals, and it is so, so, so dramatic. I had to pause and text my friend immediately because the level of petty revenge happening right now is off the charts. The Forresters have been walking around like they own the entire universe, and now they are getting a massive reality check. Okay, wait, before that happened, actually, we need to talk about the sheer arrogance of the Forrester family. They have consistently held on to this delusional belief that Logan is just a one and done company. Literally, they wrote them off as a flash in the pan. They thought, oh, Eric Forrester launched their first line, and now that he's back with us, Logan is going to crash and burn. The audacity, seriously, the audacity of Ridge and Steffi sitting up in their glass tower thinking nobody else can make a dress. They thought the startup launching with Eric's legendary collection put Logan over the top as a nascent name in fashion, but that it also set the bar incredibly high for what comes next. And because they are so full of themselves, they literally could not fathom how Katie could possibly top her inaugural line without Eric, which is insane, by the way, because let's not forget how Eric literally abandoned Katie. I forgot to mention earlier, but Eric promised Katie they would stand on the runway together. And the second Ridge snapped his fingers, Eric ran back to Forrester Creations without even a phone call. I am still personally offended by that. Why would he do that? It was so disrespectful. But anyway, the Forresters wrote Logan off. They thought Katie was just going to fold, but they underestimated Katie Logan Spencer. And honestly, that is the biggest mistake you can make. But here is the best part. Even though the Forresters are acting all high and mighty, that belief hasn't snuffed out their curiosity. Oh no, they are so nosy. They are dying to know who Katie has hired as her company's new designer. The mystery surrounding Logan's next collection is generating the kind of insane buzz that Katie and Bill need to keep all eyes on the fashion house. At this point, I'm yelling at my screen because Katie is playing them like a fiddle. She is keeping everything so tight-lipped, and it is driving Brooke and Steffi absolutely crazy. Brooke literally marched over there to interrogate her sister, and Katie just smiled in her face. I can't breathe. It's too good. Wait, did I already say that? Whatever. Anyway, the biggest, most massive, unhinged secret of all time is that Hope is the face of the new line. Hope Logan. I'm dead. I am literally deceased. Hope has jumped ship. She signed a contract with Logan. And Katie and Bill have remained completely hush hush about Hope being the mastermind behind this new collection. She is working closely with her brother Deke Sharp as the designer, and they are doing it all right under the Forresters' noses. The absolute betrayal. My jaw dropped when Hope just stood there behind a changing screen while Steffi interrogated Katie, and then later stood right next to Katie while Brooke called to complain. Hope is living a double life like she's in a spy movie, dodging her own family in hallways. She needs to get it together, I swear, because if she gets caught before the runway, it is going to be a bloodbath. And don't even get me started on Deke Sharp. Deke is actually designing the line. Hope brought her brother in, and they are creating the Hope Logan collection. It's so poetic. I was like, are you serious? When Deke walked into Katie's office, right when Brooke was interrogating her, He acted as the perfect decoy. Brooke wished them luck, completely oblivious to the fact that her own daughter is the real boss of this operation. Brooke is going to lose her absolute mind. I'm calling it now. This is going to end badly for Brooke's sanity. She fought so hard for Hope at Forrester, and Hope just fully defected to the enemy camp. Okay, where was I? Right. So the launch, the element of surprise is the exact reason Katie and Bill have pushed the launch of the Hope Logan collection into hyperdrive. They are rushing this like their lives depend on it. Why? Because they have to complete it before Forrester can officially call Hope back to the company to work on Hope for the Future. Steffi already tried to lay a trap. Steffi summoned Hope and was like, hey, we can relaunch HFTF right now today if you come back to work. Steffi thought she was being so smart, but Hope had already signed with Logan. So now Katie is dropping the Logan line immediately. They are intentionally stealing Forrester's thunder, which is the ultimate payback. Honestly, I am cheering for Katie. The Spencers want to shock the fashion world with a get that the Forresters didn't anticipate. And boy, are they going to shock them. The Forresters were so short-sighted in their belief that they wouldn't lose any more employees to their rivals. They thought Will was the last one to get fired and move over, but losing Hope, the golden child, the ambassador of hope for the future, that is a fatal blow. It's Bill and Katie's way of showcasing that Logan is not only a force to be reckoned with, but that they're also nothing to trifle with. Dollar Bill is out here playing 4D chess while Ridge is still playing checkers. And speaking of Dollar Bill, we have to talk about his master plan. Bill is so ruthless, I actually love it. He summoned Wyatt back to LA just to get his hands on the $100 million Hope for the Future diamond. He is using that diamond for a massive publicity stunt for Hope's debut. Bill is literally throwing millions of dollars into making sure Logan crushes Forrester. He even told Will to just suck it up when Will was crying about keeping the secret from Elektra. Will is over here having a moral crisis, terrified that Elektra is going to dump him when she finds out Logan poached Hope. And Bill is just like, it's just business, kid. Not okay. Bill is so cold, but also it's iconic television. I keep thinking about Steffi's face. Steffi was sitting there drinking champagne, toasting to Eric's couture line, thinking she had everything under control. And then Dottie Reynolds walks in and just drops the bomb that Logan is launching tomorrow. The way Steffi's face fell, I literally rewinded it 3 times. It was cinematic art. Steffi has been so smug, so dictatorial, telling Hope to be patient, shelving HFTF, and now her own hubris has come back to bite her. Mark my words, Steffi is going to go on an absolute rampage when she finds out the line is called Hope Logan. She's going to say it's copyright infringement. She's going to scream about loyalty. It is going to be so, so, so dramatic. And Brooke, oh my God, Brooke, she is going to feel so humiliated. She spent weeks begging Ridge to give Hope a production window. She even tried to steal Steffi's co-CEO job just to help Hope. Hope was just lying to her face the entire time. When Brooke finds out that Katie, her own sister, who she has been feuding with for months, is the one who stole her daughter away, the Logan family is going to be fractured forever. Donna is already having a panic attack trying to keep the secret. I honestly feel bad for Donna. She's just trying to eat her lunch, and now she's holding the biggest secret in Los Angeles. It's just wild how everything is coming together. Katie was pushed out of PR at Forrester by Brooke and Ridge, treated like she didn't matter. And now she is the CEO of a rival fashion house that is literally about to eclipse Forrester Creations. The revenge arc is complete. Katie is standing in her power. Bill is backing her up with his billions. Hope is finally free from Steffi's control, and Deke is getting his big break. It is literally the perfect storm. The Forresters thought they were untouchable. They thought they could treat people however they wanted and there would be no consequence. Well, the consequences are launching on a runway, and they are wearing the name Hope Logan. I am so ready for the fallout. Okay, wait, I need to make sure I covered everything. The hyperdrive launch, the shock to the fashion world, the Foresters being back on their heels. Yes, it's all just so insane. I can't wait to see Ridge's reaction when he realizes he lost hope because he wouldn't stand up to Steffi. He tried to play it safe, and now he's losing his stepdaughter to his rival. And Wyatt is back and he's got the diamond, and he's probably going to stick around Logan too. Bill is literally building a Spencer Logan empire to crush the Forester. I am obsessed. Seriously, I need the next episode right now. I can't take the suspense. And let's actually talk about Hope's headspace for a second, because I feel like we need to unpack this. Hope has been suffocating at Forrester Creations, literally suffocating. Steffi has been holding Hope for the Future hostage, using it as a weapon to punish Hope for her personal life, for Deacon and Taylor, for everything. Hope was feeling so claustrophobic and terrified that her life's work was just going to rot in a basement because Steffi felt petty. So when Katie came along and offered her a lifeline, of course she took it. But the guilt is eating her alive. You can see it in her eyes. She is so anxious, but also so defiant. She is finally taking control of her own destiny, even if it means starting a corporate world war. I just know she's going to have a full-blown panic attack before she steps out onto that runway. And we have to talk about Deke's designs. Remy Price literally broke into Deke's apartment, which is a whole other level of unhinged, by the way. Like, who just breaks into their ex's house and saw the sketches on the coffee table? Remy knows. Remy knows Deke is the secret Logan designer, and Deke is just praying Remy keeps his mouth shut. Deke is so jittery and nervous, but also so incredibly talented. He showed Katie and Hope a private mini runway preview, and they were blown away. The fact that Hope is trusting her brother with her entire brand identity is so beautiful, but also so risky. If Deke chokes under the pressure, the whole Logan launch fails. But I believe in him. I really do. Wait, I forgot to mention earlier, but the whole Will and Elektra situation is literally breaking my heart. Will is carrying so much guilt right now. He just got Elektra back after that whole toxic mess with Ivy Forrester. Remember when Ivy hid the letter and manipulated Elektra into thinking Will didn't care and pushed her toward RJ? Ugh, Ivy is the worst. I'm so glad Elektra finally saw the truth and they are moving in together. But now Will is sitting on this massive ticking time bomb. He knows Hope is the Logan designer. He knows Katie is about to nuke Forrester Creations. And he can't tell Elektra, who is a Forrester. Elektra is walking around hoping tomorrow is a big win for everyone, completely naive to the fact that her boyfriend's family is about to destroy her family's legacy. When Elektra finds out Will lied to her face, I'm calling it now. She is going to run straight back to RJ. And RJ is just waiting in the wings, being all smug, having his secret passionate romance with Dylan. The messy drama of it all. I live for it. And let's circle back to Wyatt and Shauna. Wyatt literally flew in from Las Vegas, pitched a jewelry line to Bill. And Bill was like, yeah, that's cool, but give me the $100 million diamond first. Bill Spencer does not play. He leveraged his own son's desire to rejoin the family business just to get his hands on a rock. And now that Wyatt handed over the real Hope for the Future diamond, Bill has the ultimate weapon. Imagine the press conference, Katie Logan standing there wearing a gorgeous power suit, Hope Logan stepping out of the shadows as the lead visionary, Deke Sharp as the prodigy designer, and the $100 million diamond sparkling under the light. It is going to break the internet. The Forresters won't know what hit them. Honestly, the Forresters deserve this. They really do. They have been so arrogant. Ridge and Steffi genuinely believe that because they have the Forrester name, nobody could ever touch them. They wrote Logan off as a flash in the pan because they think they have a monopoly on talent. They were so short-sighted. They thought, oh, we fired Will, we got Eric back, we are invincible. They didn't even consider that their own flesh and blood, their own Golden Girl hope would turn against them. It's the ultimate blind spot. They were so focused on Eric's couture line that they completely ignored the threat growing right next door. This plot was so incredibly dramatic. Thank you all for watching. I'm Jacqueline, and I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day.
Thank you for watching my video. See you in the next videos. Please subscribe to my channel to see the latest videos.